getting rid of all the notifications.
Yeah, I was waiting for you and I did not realize that you sent me that information there. Okay, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and thank you for coming on Saturday.
Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
That's great. I think I'm very excited to talk to you. And let's start with the Pitch Investors Lab. But before that, I'll give you a little bit background about me. I'm a general partner at a tokenized VC fund called SportVest. We invest in future of sports, and sports lies in the intersection of media, entertainment, finance, health and wealth and fitness, and we are on blockchain. So we invest in blockchain and also on non-blockchain companies, mostly
Amazing.
Series A and post-seed. And I'm very excited, especially to be on this platform. This is my second pitch that I'm taking from the entrepreneurs, and I'm an advisor to the Pitch Investors Live. So it's my double pleasure to be online.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, do you want me to give you a background of who I am?
Sure, I would love to.
Awesome. Well, my name is Seth Louie. I've been a serial maker and entrepreneur for many years. I'm actually, the last 2 years, I was nominated as Product Hunt Maker of the Year.
Wow.
In 2016, 2017. So I'm currently sitting at top 10 of makers in Product Hunt, which is worldwide, which is pretty cool. But I've been in the bot space for about, I think, since January of 2016. I created Botlist, which is the world's app store for chatbots, and then I just fell in love with crypto and blockchain.
Great.
And that's what led me to help create ChatMod.
So what's your background? Are you in hard tech or STEM background?
Yep. So I started as a designer, illustrator, designer, and then I went to like product design.
Okay.
But as an entrepreneur, you need to wear many hats. So I actually code as well. So I'm kind of like a jack of all trades. But the one thing that I've been known for out of all my career is design. So I've designed for Warner Brothers and Riot Games, and I was in the gaming industry for about 4 years. So product design and all that stuff.
That's great. Let's talk about ChatMod.io. What you're doing. What I understand, it's more like an automation tool for blockchain communities.
Yep, exactly. So we started. The background is that we started in, I think it was November of last year. ShipChain, Brian Evans' project ShipChain, they reached out to me. They were looking for a bot that would help moderate their community. So we created this moderation tool at first, and from there we just realized that we could spin this out into a SaaS product, because moderation is really just one part of community engagement as a tool. So we created essentially like a 3-tier part SaaS product. One is security is our main focus, moderation, and then growth.
Okay.
So with cryptocurrency and blockchain, it was this amazing concept at first, and then floods in the scammers and scammers and stuff like that. So we looked to solve that issue using bots, so an automating process.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about how you're solving the security issues, and what kind of security issues are there in the blockchain that you are solving, or you're solving already?
So when we initially started developing ChatMod back in November, we were hit up with multiple scam attempts in different various ways.
From surprise.
Right, from creating Telegram bots to fake accounts and fake phone numbers and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So ever since January, we've been building out this product that can kind of help secure a community. So we look for, if accounts are bots, we can look for if accounts have URLs in the names, we can look for ERC20 wallet addresses posted in chat. So we have all these filters and all this security that people can set up to their community and completely remove it and ban those users automatically. But the really cool part that we're coming out with in our next build, so we're at ChatMod 3.0, is user verification.
Okay.
So user verification is really amazing to the point where a crypto community can say, okay, we want all of our users to verify within Telegram. We don't care about how large our Telegram community is. We just want actual users and we want to verify them. So we can do some sort of KYC if they're raising, or if we just want user verification, they just DM ChatMod bot, and we can go through this process of verifying all of our users. So when somebody is verified, then we can look at a community and say, if they are verified and they're an actual user, and then they also post some sort of scam attempt or bad link or something like that, we can block that user, not just in the community that they're in, attacking it, but all of the communities that are underneath the ChatMod umbrella at that point.
Okay.
So everybody that's using ChatMod, that one user cannot go to those communities if they have that filter turned on.
Okay.
So that's really important for us.
So are you guys only Telegram, or are you using any other modes like chat, WhatsApp?
We wanted to perfect Telegram at first, and once we create this tool under Telegram, then we can expand to Slack and Discord or WhatsApp.
Yeah.
We built it from the ground up to where we can scale to different platforms at that point. But as everybody has a Telegram account.
Yeah, I think in blockchain everybody has Telegram, but also in China people are more focused on WeChat. So that's one of the program we use in order to talk to our Chinese investors. This is pretty interesting. Let me ask you about who do you think are your competitors are?
So there are a few competitors out there that are just standalone products. So analytic bots or moderation tools that are on Telegram, but nothing that is solely focused on blockchain and creating this entire suite of tools for blockchain communities.
So there's ChatMod. Are you the only ChatMod.ai? Is this the only product available in blockchain?
I would say yes, for just focused on blockchain communities. Yeah. But the great thing is that any Telegram community can actually use us. Okay. So it's not closed off just to blockchain, but we focus on blockchain because that's where our passion is and that's what we want to help solve.
That's great. So what are the companies that you're working with or the partnership that you're doing right now?
A few partners that we're working with are just our early adopters.
Okay.
So we've been live outside of ShipChain. They've been on since the very beginning. We opened up about 4 months ago, and we currently have a user reach of 620,000 people. So that's a combined of all our communities, 620,000 user reach. But we only have, I think we're at 170 active blockchain communities on Telegram. So for our partnerships, we're really just looking for, just our early adopters. We're helping them out. We're giving them early access to new features and stuff like that. So we don't really have anything set in stone with other partners at this time.
What are your major, I'll say, loopholes or problems that you're finding? One, in your code, or that you need to overcome. And second is that in the community, what do you think are major challenges that you think you need to overcome in order to make it more successful?
Well, right now I did the math this morning, and we're each month we're 55% on an average of growth for our monthly recurring revenue.
Okay.
So we're cash positive, I'd say. I mean, other than really just salaries and what we put in, we're cash positive. So some of our challenges would be just scale at this point. Just letting people know. So I love building products and doing all that stuff, but I wouldn't say sales is my strongest point. But when I can get on the phone with somebody one-on-one and talk to them, usually they're like, okay, I didn't realize it could do all this stuff. So I would say sales is probably our biggest challenge right now, and just, outreach. Within the community, though, I would say a big issue for us is, like, again, letting users know that ChatMod is actually very important for their community. But not only that, but there's two parts. So ChatMod can be used for B2B, but it can also be used for B2C as well with our new features. So with user verification, or we're looking to add different features to where it might be like tracking airdrops or referral system. So we have our own like referral system users can use.
Yes. So like my company also has a Telegram channel, but our tractions are not that huge, like compared to a lot of Telegram channels, especially the whale channels. Like they have like maybe 10,000 users or more. So have you tried to attract those Telegram channels who actually need something like this?
Yes, that's definitely our first priority, is reaching out to those people, because the way we built ChatMod is that we're actually reducing overhead. So we want our communities that are using us to focus on building their products and not focusing so much on, moderation. Because as you know, bots work 24/7, 365. So they can actually take, a Sunday or a weekend break,
Oh, yeah.
and they don't have to moderate their communities.
Yeah, our community is moderated by a person, and we have a community manager. So I'm trying to understand, like, what are the top three value propositions that you're going to say for your product when you're pitching it to your partners or somebody who wants to collaborate with you?
Yeah. So great question. I would say our biggest pitch to them is that we are just a tool that can be implemented in their system that they already have. So we're not replacing anybody. We want to just enhance what they already currently have. So we're enhancing them with the moderation tools, which are really basic. Not our tools are basic, but moderation as a whole is pretty basic. Security is probably the most important thing,
right,
for us that we push. And then on top of that, there is, like you were saying, you're having trouble with maybe growing your community. So growth is very important to us. We actually have a growth tool in ChatMod. So it's a referral system. Everybody who signs up, once they activate it, they get their own unique URL.
okay.
And so if I'm talking with my friend John or Sarah or whatever, and I think, they're interested in the shipping industry, and I might invite them to ShipChain, and ShipChain might be running, a community event for however many people if you invite, you get a percentage of tokens, or you get swag, or you can get anything. So we leave that up to the community, but the growth is really, really important. And I think our communities that are using the growth tool see actual positive ROI on that.
So if I'm a company and I want to get a bot in order to streamline my chats and make sure the bad actors are not there, why should I use chatmod.io instead of any other bots that are present in the market?
Great question. I would say that we are proving our worth with the amount of security and the amount of spam that we've reduced out of the 170 communities that are already using us.
Do you have a stat on that? Like how much it has happened?
For like deleting users and stuff like that? Yeah, each community has their own analytics. I don't have a total right now, but each community can go in and see, how many people have been banned or how many warnings have been sent, things like that. To be honest, actually, it's actually pretty low for each community, because a lot of the stuff that they don't see gets deleted before they even get to the community. Okay. So if they have a filter on that says don't allow any bots in here, somebody won't go to their channel. It'll just ban them from the channel. It'll just get rid of them.
Yeah, sometimes when I approach some certain Telegram groups, I get blocked because they think that I'm a bot. So I try to understand like what's the criteria of being a bot, like what kind of securities that certain bots use compared to what you guys are using. So I'm trying to figure it out. But at the same time, um, this is a very interesting product, and I think I like the fact that you are very sector focused, that you are only interested in the blockchain area and want to develop the community. That's pretty interesting. Let's talk a little bit about the price. So what are the price points that you guys are there, where you are right now compared to what's the market price point?
Yep. We have a free tier, which is up to 1,000 users in any channel, is completely free. And that's very important to us because we want to show that we are valuable. And not only that, but there's not a lot of activity in anything that's under 1,000, I would say. So, they're not getting their value for using ChatMod. What I mean by that is, paying 100, like even if it's like $50 or something a month is not really valuable at that point. It's valuable when we can help you grow and use other tools. So up to $1,000 is completely free, and we want that to be free. 1,000 to 20,000 Telegram users is $100 a month, so it's still pretty low.
Yeah.
And then above that, it's $250.
Okay.
Now, with our user verification features, some of the really cool features, part of that, like downloading CSV files or anything to do with your community, with those additional features, we're looking to probably charge a little bit. Okay. For if they're under the free tier or something, because we want them to grow, but we also need to pay like Amazon AWS.
Right. I think this is very interesting. I have heard a lot about bots, but this particular one is very interesting. Have you thought anything from, especially on the Twitter platform, because Twitter is such a huge platform with so many followers and users? Have you thought about that, Twitter or kind of other social media?
Yeah, Twitter is a interesting, I guess you could say, platform. It really relies, our expansion really relies on their APIs. So we're kind of bound to their restriction. Now, that doesn't mean that we cannot create, some sort of chat mod for Twitter at all. It just means that when we're ready to expand past Telegram, that we've already seen a lot of stuff, and with user verification, we can verify users based on that as well, on a different platform.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about the social impact, especially, what's happening in our country, and having 2018 midterm right there.
Yeah.
Much of interruptions, and especially from other countries. I was thinking that having such a powerful tool in the Twitter platform, how much helpful it will be, and what kind of social impact that you can bring. That's also a kind of a value proposition that you can bring it to your investors, that it may not be something right now, but maybe in the future, where it's just giving back to the community, but at the same time making the community very secure. So I think it has a lot of opportunity, that what you guys are doing. I would love to see your investors deck. If you get a chance, I'll share my email address. I'm thinking that maybe our company in certain way can work with you, engage with you. Talk a little bit about where you are in terms of fundraising.
We actually haven't even thought about fundraising. We've been validating the idea, and we haven't needed it really. It's just two of us at this point, and we're already at, like I said, we're probably at like 5,000 MRR right now. So we've been growing, and significantly. When I focus on growth, I think 1 month we had over 200% growth in our monthly recurring revenue. Wow. And that was just because I just focused on sales, and that was it. And then the next, month, I think we dropped down to, I think 60% because I didn't focus on sales. So to that being said, we haven't really thought about raising capital at this point. Do I think we can and make a larger impact? Yes. The way I see it is that there are tools out there like earn.com that are third-party tools that don't necessarily have the connection to Telegram. They're just basically pushing people in the direction of blockchain companies. And they just raised, I think it was like 120 million. Now we have direct access to all of our users. I'm not saying we're competing with Earn, but I think we can be more valuable to users at that point.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think your value proposition is much more stronger. And from the product standpoint, I think you bring a lot of aspects and features, which I don't think earn.com has that.
Right.
Do you also have any token element with this product?
We don't. And I don't think we really need one at this point. I've been trying to think of, a way that if we would need one, what it would be like, but I really don't see that need right now. The only aspect where I can see a token being beneficial to us is actually payments through our blockchain companies, because, they might raise a lot of, Ethereum or something in their rounds, and that's what they're paying people with. But, cash is doing pretty awesome right now for us. So
fiat is pretty good. Yeah, because of the bear market, I think people are sticking to their fiats. Also, I have another question. The question is more related to the product and what kind of platform are you using right now? I know you're using AWS, but beside that, when it comes to coding and others, can you talk a bit of the technology?
Oh boy, I'd have to get my co-founder on this. So I know we're doing like Vue.js for some front end stuff. For the back end stuff, I try to keep that pretty private just because we want to be secure.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that makes sense, but we don't really want people to hack into anything. Our security is very important to our community security as well. So.
Are you guys using any kind of middleware or just the front end and the back end?
I would have to ask my co-founder on that. That's a great question. I've really just been heads down on sales.
No, I think this is incredible. I really see a lot of opportunities where I can connect with you, and especially I can see that my own company, our fund, can use this great product. And I think you guys are doing great. And I think there are opportunities that you can be bought by certain companies in the future, and you're already raising money. I mean, not raising money, you're making money right now. Mm-hmm. This is pretty incredible. I think when I first started my company, I did not raise any money because I was making money. I think this is an incredible opportunity for any entrepreneurs who are watching this to see that there are always lean ways to make money, because you guys are 2% and taking this and hustling. I think it's very important. Sometimes we see a huge team, but not much of an impact. I think I love what you guys are doing, and I would love to get some more details. What I can do is that I'll share my email. If you can share some of the product details or any kind of pitch, and I will set up an offline call with you, between you and our team, and we can discuss further details.
Awesome. That sounds great. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the future, especially when we roll out like affiliate programs for marketing agencies, because that's one of our best sources of communities right now. A lot of marketing agencies are working with 20 or plus crypto communities, so they get a little kickback and we get a lot of traffic.
No, this is great. It was great talking to you, and I'm so excited that this is a product that is so focused on blockchain, because I've heard there are multiple products, but not much of a blockchain-focused product. And one thing I would like to ask you a question, like, this is your first pitch in the Pitch Investors Live. What do you think about the platform?
I love it. I definitely love it. the team has been amazing. I've known the guys for a little bit now, and I'm really excited to see this work. I had a friend who actually built something like this before, but it was I think Amazon bought them, and that was like 4 or 5 years ago. So they might have been too early, and these guys might be just on the right path here.
No, this is great. So yeah, I mean, anybody who's watching this, they can download the app. If you're an entrepreneur, you can pitch and pitch investors just like how he's doing. And if you're an investor, want to connect with great entrepreneurs like just the way I connected with him. And right now we are interested to talk and take it to the next level. I think this is very interesting. Yeah, so let's connect offline. It was great talking to you.
It was great talking to you. Have a great Saturday, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye.